Hello. Okay. So let me just check. So I guess we are live. I guess we are live. Okay. We are we are making a game which involves a Kinect. Uh, so yeah. So basically, by it should detect for some reason Kinect is not initialized. Wait. Yeah. Something is wrong. Hmm. Kinect is having some issues. Okay. I think now it's working. So if I play a Unity, uh, no. Okay. So why it's not initializing here? Yeah. So now it's working. So we can do that. Let me just paste links. Okay. So what we need to do is we need a 3D model which we'll download from Mixamo, and we need to uh, like introduce the motion detection. So we should be able to control a character using motion detection. And no, I don't want to log in from there. So Mixamo, adjust the camera a little bit. Okay, just put it like this. That seems okay. Yeah. So why? Yeah. Yes. Okay. Okay. So we can download any character. Let's just download. Yeah, it does not matter. Uh, okay. So we'll download this one for Unity T pose. So up till now we have worked with this. One second. Okay. So currently what we are doing is we are using the data as on the line renderer. So we need to shift this whole thing to a proper 3D model. So so this particular script is by default provided by SDK, right? So Kinect SDK. So we're gonna look at this and we're gonna understand how they are taking the data, and then we'll do the same thing with our 3D model. So in the update, so there a source manager which is body manager from where we can get the data. uh, so this get data gives us bodies which you are tracking, right? And then there are track IDs, then the body is null, we don't do anything. If body is tracked, then we add that to track IDs. Okay. Known IDs is basically bodies dot keys. So here we are just storing a game object some. And for how are we populating this? Okay, so here we are populating that. So track ID, if track ID dot contains tracking ID. Yeah, so we are just checking if we are not tracking anything, then we are deleting that. We are removing. And okay, this so we create a body object, and so in the create body object we are just creating our joints and stuff here. So bodies tracking ID create body object. Here we are going from spine base to thumb right. So basically the way we are iterating is we are going from, so if you look at spine base is 0, and then we are going to thumb right, which is kind of 24. So we are iterating from 0 to 24, and then creative cubes for joint objects. Then we add line renderer on those objects. We set vertex count, we set material, set width, and then we say set local transform.local scale. We name them, and we parent to the main game object, which is this body. Okay. So here we are just creating stuff. The main thing is in the refresh body. So where we are detecting if anything, any motion has been detected. So yeah. So spine base to thumb right. So joint. Okay. So this is basically we are getting, so this body data structure, if we can look at it. Yeah. So this body data structure is the one where we get like original data. So we can say body dot joints, and we can pass in this joint type, and we can get the joint. So we have this source joint, and then we have this bone map. So bone map is something where foot left, ankle, foot left, left, knee left. I think we are just remapping some stuff here and there. Yeah. So if bone map contains joint T, right? Then target joint. Yeah, so basically we are doing target joint is like body dot joint, and we then get type of joint we want to target for the particular source joint. So now we have source and target joint. So we get the joint object. We are okay, this is bad, we don't want to do that. Then we take in line runner, and if target joint has a value, so target joint, hmm, then we are setting our zero position joint object uh, local position get vector 3 from joint. Okay, so this is the function which gets a position from the joint. Okay, uh, one more thing is that this get vector 3 from joint. So basically if we have joint, we can just take in joint position, joint dot position, and joint dot value. Okay. Okay, so let's do one thing. Let's make our own, because we are still figuring out how to do this. What we can do is let's do 3D cube, right? Which you can see in the game view, and we'll create our own script. We'll call this test. We need a source manager, right? So we'll need that. So we'll separate this body source manager, right? So let's do body source manager, right? And we'll disable this one, and let's go into test. We'll need body source manager. This would become body manager, right? And so we'll basically understand some part from here. Uh, so the yeah, so the body source manager should not mean we'll get this body source manager. Okay, so important thing is to get this data. So this get data, it returns this body data. So let's we're gonna copy this thing. Yeah, this whole thing is important. Let's do update, and let's paste this whole thing. We'll import windows.kinect. uh, yeah, so we need this body manager become this. we need bodies. Okay, so here we don't want to track multiple bodies in our case, right? So we'll just pick the first one. So I don't need this. I don't think, and so we don't need this. We don't need this. Yeah, and so what we'll do is if body is null, then we don't care. If body is tracked, and in the like we'll just take it the first body we find. Yeah, we find the first body, and then we don't do this. Yeah, okay, so we don't have this function which is tracking a body. So let's go and copy this whole thing. We'll paste it right here. So this needs uh, okay, so we don't need to, we need to pass our current body and a game object. So currently, let's, because we are only dealing with one thing at a time. Yeah. So we have this tracked object. Yeah. And now uh, we don't even need this for now. So we'll just comment this, right? So for the source join, what we're gonna do is we're gonna just take Kinect join type, and we'll track our right hand. So and so let's just look at our joint types and what we have here. So we have spine base, spine mid, neck, head, shoulder left, elbow left, wrist. Okay, so we have, in terms of hand, we have we have wrist, hand, and that's it. So we have ankle. So same thing for the right. So we have wrist and hand. Also we have hand tip left, hand tip right, and thumb. Okay, so basically we can have three finger hands which we were having already in the demo, right? So let's not worry about this thumb, hand, and those things. Let's just focus on hand, right? So let's say I want to do hand, right? Right. So I can take the hand, right? So this would be my source joint. I'm not sure what this target joint does. So we don't need this. Oh, basically target. This is like defining a chain. I understand what target joint does now. Okay, so we don't need this. Don't need this. Nothing we need left. Okay, so what we want here is transform dot position, and we need this vector 3 from our joint, right? So we'll just copy this function and let's put it here. uh, I don't know why we are multiplying 10 here, but let's just see what happens, right? So I'm going to play this. So now I'll be able to track the cube with my hand if I've set up everything proper. So we need tracked object, which is this one, and source manager. So it says the null reference error. Let's play this. Okay, so we are getting error here, which is current. Okay, nothing is getting tracked. So when nothing is getting tracked, yeah, when current body is null. So if body, if current body is not null, and current body is tracked. So we'll keep checking this thing. So nothing is getting tracked. Now my right hand is getting tracked. So I can move my hand around and it is getting tracked. So if I come closer, I think it's come close. Wait, let me check. So let's go to our same thing. Let's select a cube. Let's put one more cube at origin so we understand like where our actual cube is. Okay. Now my hand is here. So I can come closer. I can go far apart like this. One more thing is that we also need to understand where the camera is. Okay, so camera is here. So if I go further apart, Okay, so we are doing this, right? So this works. Now what we need to do is basically apply this each joint to our 3D model which we have downloaded. So let's go and import our model. So let's drag and drop that. I'm assuming this is rigged. Yes. So we have a rigged model. So I'm gonna apply this. So I'll just do all the settings required. In the material, we need to extract textures. Also to extract materials. Yes. So now we have all the materials that we need. Yeah. So we have materials and textures for everything. This is quite detailed model actually. Let's rotate him around. Now what we'll do is in the cube, let's name this test. And for the tracked object, let's go to spine, left shoulder. Let's do right shoulder, right arm. So we have right hand middle. Yeah, there are lots of bones here. There are also like finger bones, very detailed rigged. So if I move this, so if I move that, so we'll just put this right hand here. Let's test. Let's try local position. And I don't know what kind of information joint have. So it has camera, space point, position. Okay, so it does not have any rotation. Okay, so y axis is basically outwards, like coming out in the camera like this. X axis is uh here the yes, yes, this is my office. Yo, Tadda, what's up? Uh so now we can move stuff. So we can move our cube like this. Lol. Look at this. So basically I can control this cube with my hand. Okay, there's some issue. Yeah, because I forgot to do this. Why are you at your home? Bangalore नहीं होती? Yes. So I can control this cube with hand. The problem is it's अच्छा. Yeah, no, there is so motion detection use कर रहे थे. Xbox Kinect, which gives us motion sensor, basically motion sensor, right? So, like this. So if I connect, right, so this so it can track. So ट्रैक कर सकते हैं अपने बॉडी पार्ट्स एंड उधर से डेटा इधर यूज कर. So uh, the next अगली चीज जो करनी चाहिए अपने को, it's probably, yeah, so basic. uh, नहीं 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 नहीं, कैमरा यूज नहीं कर रहे. So basically it's its own device. Wait, let me show if I can you. Yeah, I won't be able to show. So basically there is this device, right? Kinect. So एक पूरा हार्डवेयर ही अलग से है. वो कैमरा का कुछ नहीं लेता है. सो जहाँ पे, तो ये इसलिए बना रहा है. सो थिएटर में अभी एक प्रोटोटाइप है जो थिएटर में यूज करने वाले हैं फॉर प्लेइंग गेम्स, जहाँ से यू कैन गेट कूपन एंड स्टफ, राइट. सो एक प्रोटोटाइप है जो उनको ट्राई करना है. अगर उनको अच्छा लगेगा तो देयर इज लाइक बिग प्रोजेक्ट लाइंड अप. So they will set up this whole thing with display in theater, like in the waiting area, and then we can also customize this game based on which movies in, like which new movie is coming and all those things. So we can change the themes and stuff, and they can do it. And there are like multiple ideas I have regarding this stuff. So it's like yeah, that. Okay, so next thing is to move this whole hand. So currently we are only able to move this hand in this kind of like distorting fashion. So what we want to do is, we want, when we move this hand, we want this whole whole body to move, right? And the way we can do is, we can use inverse kinematics. Yeah. So we'll go to package manager, Unity package. कब तक रहने वाला है घर पे? Okay, so I think that should be kinematic rig. Yes, animation rigging. So we'll install this package, so it would help us to, to inverse kinematics. So if we move our hand, the whole part of the, अच्छा, the the main issue with this Kinect is, currently it's not calibrated properly. So there is, like, proper distance you have to be, you have to set proper angle with this full hardware, and there is an optimal amount of distance where you should stand. So there is, very much less error in terms of the input, tracking input. So yeah, we need to take that into account. Like, we need to minimize as much error as we can. Okay, so we have that working now. So I have to say, animation rigging Unity. I need to check the documentation. I need documentation. Yes. So workflow. So you need this whole thing. Integrate big builder, two bone IK constraint, big builder component, bone renderer. Okay. So basically, what they are saying is, you need rig setup, rig builder component here, which requires animator. That's okay. So you need this onto the main object. Yes. And then you need a rig. So you can say rig here. I don't understand. Yeah, bye bye. Okay, so rig builder needs a rig. Can you rig here? Oh, so we need rig, and then we need to do this. So now it won't give us any errors. And here now we can set our stuff. So let's set up uh, right hand IK, and we probably need two bone IK constraint. So one more thing we can do is rig bone render. Can we set up with animation rigging? Yeah, yeah. So this is good. So now we can see our bones, right? And this is very detailed bone. Like we don't need that this much detail. Like we need these two bones, right? So one is this, and left shoulder. So let's lock this inspector. So the root, we need target and hint. Options in this position is used to specify the direction the limb should be oriented when it bends. Target, okay. So the tip would be this one. So this is like a tip, left forearm, left arm. Left forearm would be our mid, and left arm would be our this. We need target, so let's create target for left hand PK, which will drag and drop, and let's place this target in the right position. We'll create this size 0.5. So now this is, so what we can do is we can just put this right, like a target into this right hand, and we can reset its position, right? Did we put wrong stuff here? Yes, we did. So we need the right hand. So lock, we need right hand, right forearm, right arm, and then target. So target is here right now, and now we can move target to this, and oh, so let's do these changes so we can understand that. Yeah, so this is much better. So now I guess we can move this target, and that should work. So yeah, so now we have our target like this. But why target is getting moved somewhere else? Okay, position are getting changed. That is weird. Okay, then it does not do that. uh, something is, I think it's due to this animation. Like, does this have any animation? That not does not have any animation. Uh, okay, let's download very basic animation. So let's download idle. Yes, that should work. So without skin, uh, excuse me. Okay. So we have sidle animation. Just put it here. We'll do humanoid. We'll do copy from avatar, which is any avatar animation. We'll name this idle loop. Apply. So now what we can do is we can create animator, which would be animator controller here, and hmm, So let's put this idle animation here, and on to Remy we can add this controller. Hmm. Uh, so let's just do pi this.